10 toes never fold out to win, them boys were better ran.
I need my hands. I just want to ain't no defense. I get it in.
Let's go. Street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Sports professor, you know. Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing your girl's DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champions.
I need my hands. This I just want ain't no defense. I get it in.
Let's go. Street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Sports professor, you know. Yo, Street Professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O. Street! Stop.
Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then I double back and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trick. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
Yo.
What up?
Home, baby.
What up? Go hard or go home.
Go home.
Yeah.
Go hard, or go home.
Yo. What is that? What's that thing?
Hey!
You still celebrating Celtics last year's win? What are we doing?
Oh no, we celebrating the Eagles now, baby.
Oh, the
See
Eagles.
those Chiefs go down. Ain't that right? Hot take?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know the AFC West is happy about the Chiefs.
The demise was televised.
Oh man.
We're all happy.
All right, I gotta jump out real quick.
Almost like they won something themselves or something.
Hey, I'm getting some feedback. I gotta jump out and get back in. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. All right. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports Show. Episode 156. I'm Bo. And team. Down there. Ooh, down there in the corner. That's the sports professor. And that's Hot Take Jake down here below me. Yo. Episode 156. A lot of happy and sad faces after Sunday. A lot of happy and sad faces. What can you do? What are you going to say? Man. We didn't quite make the 2000 before the Super Bowl. We're for the 2000, didn't quite get there. Man, I lost my connection here. Okay. I'm not gonna have all the sound effects I want, but that's okay. Missing my applause.
We tried to get to 2000 before the Super Bowl. We tried, man.
2000 before the Super Bowl, yeah. So, hey, for all the Eagles fans and those rooting for the Eagles, here you go. See if it comes on. Congratulations to the Eagles fans out there, the Philadelphia Eagles fans, and those who were rooting not necessarily for the Eagles, but just against the Chiefs. So congratulations. You won. So congratulations.
Yeah, man.
In Canteen's music.
Great day. We loved it.
Of course you loved it. I'm glad you loved it. So you finally get to eat some of the fruits of your labor. I see you're getting. That's some chip you have there? Finally, eat some of your chip you've been making all week.
Damn right.
Or taking some of those chips. They should give you free chips. At least give you a free chip up there.
No, we
give
buy
discounted chips at least. You give
I get new flavors. Hey, we got the hot dill pickle coming up soon. Everybody's running for those.
Is it gonna be just in Texas though? Are they gonna have it everywhere?
Everywhere. Hot dill pickle Cheetos. That's our new end.
Hot
dill pickle Cheetos. Have you tried them?
They're all right. A lot of people love them though.
Okay. So do you like hot Cheetos though? If you don't like hot Cheetos, it doesn't really matter.
Hot lemon Cheetos or baked hot lemon Cheetos are the best.
Baked hot what? Hot lemon? Hot lemon?
Hot lemon Cheetos.
You like them better?
Why Jake, let me ask you this. Why do the potato chip companies come up with some of the craziest potato chips, man? Like the flavors is like crazy flavors, man. I just don't.
I don't get it.
I don't understand, man.
They're trying to figure out, man, the next nacho Dorito.
Right. I get it.
Trying to come up with the next big thing, huh? The next hot thing. Yeah. All right. Crazy. So go check us out on the Bottom Line Sports, all your platforms. The Bottom Line Sports on YouTube, Facebook,
Twitch,
X, and I think that's it. Anyway, check us out. I think. Yeah. So we're on Instagram or IG. We're on Ball and Buds IG right now. I didn't put mine up. But yeah, we're on there. Check us out. Trying to just talk a little sports. Going to do a little wrap up today. Check out the Super Bowl. A little Super Bowl talk. Wrap up the Super Bowl. The end of the NFL, Canteen.
It's done, man.
That's it. No more football for like what? 5 months? 6 months?
About what February? About 6 months.
6 months, right? Man,
we're a month away from free agency. March 11th. Be ready.
Yeah. March free agency.
Well, we got free agency. We have draft coming up, so we got a little bit of football, but not really anything to watch. No football to watch until
the UFL comes out next month.
August. Till August, maybe. There's Professor. Are you back? You good now, Professor?
Get the UFL.
UFL. So if you like football, you really need your football fix. UFL will be on soon. I don't have you have the opening dates on that?
It's in March. I know that. Next month. Can't wait. Get to go meet Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Get to go say hi to him. be able to
Do you
hook.
have a team over there? March 28th.
Out the rock.
March
Friday,
28th. Let's get it going.
UFL starts its season. So yeah, I don't know if did you get in on a chip talk, Professor?
No, what was that? I didn't hear that. No.
Chip talk, yeah. He said there's a new flavor next month.
Um,
Hot dill pickle Cheetos.
Hot dill pickle Cheetos.
hot dill pickle Cheetos sounds like hot ass. Is what it sounds like.
All right, what? Say it again, Professor.
Sounds
Omar.
like hot ass, like booty juice, like basuda. Like
Omar, that's gonna be. Hey, that's the next Nacho Dorito, buddy. You better
and
chill.
before you
Basuda.
worry about
Booty
some hot dill pickle Doritos, you need to worry about my damn baconettes. Where is my carton of baconettes before I get upset?
I forgot she wants some baconettes.
Omar,
Which one do you want? The regular kind?
I'm just
Baconettes,
messing with
man.
you, man. I can buy them right downstairs. I just like messing with you. Wait, there's flavors? What kind of flavors you got? Hold
Well,
on, they
hold
got
on.
flavors of the baconettes?
If I ever
Is
see
there
any of y'all
baconette
eating
flavor?
a Pringles, a Takis, or anything, I'm slapping you on your face. We
Oh,
stick
geez.
and we stay loyal to our
What?
Frito Lay.
What? No
Not
Takis
the
either?
Takis. Wait a minute. Hold
You
on.
can't get the Takis?
I don't work there. I don't subscribe to any of that.
Hey, if you're with me, you stay committed to me.
So what's y'all's version of the Taki?
The Demonitas.
Demonitas.
Doritos Demonitas.
What? The Demonitas? That sounds like
Demonitas.
They're pretty damn
Demonitas.
delicious
Hey.
too.
that I don't want to eat.
Omar, I better not ever see you with a damn Takis in your mouth, buddy.
You
I'll
said-
slap
you
it
said
out of your
how
fat
many
mouth. I'll slap it out of your hand so fast.
Now you should like come on at camera one day and just eating Takis. Just eating some Takis.
Or no,
Uh,
you said no Frito Lay, right? You said no Frito Lay.
Yeah,
Frito-Lay
Frito-Lay
is-
is a huge business. I mean, Pepsi owns them, and then you know we got to stick by our Pepsi brands.
Okay.
You know, then we got the Aquafina. We got a lot of Smart Water, Tropicana.
Yeah,
No,
Come
y'all
on,
got- y'all got smart
No
water?
Coca-Cola. We can't have the Coca-Cola. Coke
hey,
Zero.
screw Coke, man.
No. So no the summer
Wow.
water. No. So
We
no
got
the sun-
Pepsi Zero.
I mean,
Zero.
you do. Wait, I need to ask you a question. Before you worked at Frito Lay's, were you a
Right.
Coke fan or a Pepsi fan? And don't
I've
lie.
always
You know
been
you're
a- I've been a Pepsi fan all my life in the heart.
No one is a Pepsi fan. No
All their
one
life,
is a
no
Pepsi
one.
fan. Coke is
All their
always
life.
better than Pepsi. Get out of
Right.
here.
Who? Hey, Professor, who drinks Crown and Coke? Who drinks Crown and Pepsi? No one does that. Everybody asks for
Nobody-
Crown.
I know. Not anybody
Everybody
I know.
asks for Crown and Coke.
Or Jack,
Or,
or
you
Jack
know.
and Pepsi. Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
I don't
Jack
know
and
no
Coke.
Jack.
No one asks for Jack.
I don't
and
want no
Pepsi.
sweet ass Pepsi in my Jack. I want a nice, crisp, refreshing Coca-Cola in my Jack.
All I
Daniels.
know is a Pepsi float's better than a Coke float any day of the week.
Are you
Yeah, but
I mean,
serious?
right now.
Oh, are you
Jay.
serious?
That actually might be true just because of how sweet it is. That might be true.
No, I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know.
Not over a Coke float.
I haven't had it. I don't know. I've only had Coke
Oh.
root beer. I don't know.
I mean, Coke float or maybe root beer floats probably.
root beer's the best. They're hands down root beer floats.
But
with
right
ice
behind, just behind the root beer float is the
The
Coke.
way you're dismantling me is it's like me coming to y'all telling y'all, hey, the arm, what is it? The Air Force is better than the Navy, or what are y'all with? The
Cream.
Army.
Right it is.
Yeah,
You're
Army.
We're in the
right.
Army. We're both
Better than
Army.
both. It's better than both. You're right. Thank you, Jake.
He's the Air Force down there.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You see how the division can happen? So keep to your Pepsi products and keep to your Frito-Lay products.
Okay,
That's what we do over
Pepsi's
here.
number one.
Great.
Well, I can't do the no. Pepsi's number one.
All right.
All right, all your
What,
Pepsi.
what are we putting in first? What's first on the docket?
Let's get this Super Bowl out of the way.
To the Super
Love
Bowl,
it.
man.
So the Eagles.
Wait, damn! Y'all just gonna skip the professor's mixed bag because I was having a little technical issues, huh?
Well,
What are you
you
doing
got
here?
me confused, Professor. Let's go into the Professor McBag, but don't
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
do that.
Super Bowl stuff, okay? Don't mention Super Bowl stuff.
Okay, but what about like the ratings? Are you gonna talk about that? That was
You
You
what
can
I
talk
was-
about
The
about
ratings and-
ancillary stuff, ratings and
Okay, I was just-
Halftime show?
I was gonna talk about the ratings.
the halftime
Okay, yeah,
show, that kind of stuff's okay,
Okay, cool.
but not about the game and any kind of analysis.
No,
All
no,
right.
no. Of course. Yeah,
And,
yeah, okay.
and now, what you've all been waiting for, the Sports Professor's Mixed Bag.
Bag, bag.
Bag.
I don't have
Thank
a-
you, Kenton.
Go ahead, man.
Thank you for the extra bag. I appreciate that. Thank you, Flo, for that amazing introduction. As always, let's get this kicked off, y'all. NHL hockey, Four Nations face-off starts tomorrow night. This will, again, to remind you from a few weeks ago, be United States, Sweden, Finland, and Canada in a 4 nations tournament. It will be a round robin style tournament. Each team will play the other 3, and then whoever compiles the most points, the top 2 will play in a championship game. This is again to prepare them for the Winter Olympics. So they are doing this in lieu of, remember, no regular All-Star game this season. Also, shout out to Unrivaled 3-on-3 basketball. If you haven't heard, this is a new women's league. It's been pretty popular so far. Yes. So this is an off-season women's league comparable to Athletes Unlimited, which they actually have right now in Nashville. Talking about that, it's they're playing the next.
What do they play on this one? What kind of sport?
What was this is women's basketball.
Oh, women's basketball. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are 2 leagues that came out during the WNBA off season, and so
like a D League maybe.
No, it's just so the WNBA players can make money over here and not have to go overseas. And also, obviously, media rights are better over here, so they're actually getting TV coverage. Like, for instance, Unrivaled.
So a lot of these are WNBA.
Yes, yeah. The majority of them are WNBA players. That is correct.
And are they? But they're not affiliated with any WNBA teams directly.
Well, yeah, they're all technically on WNBA teams in season, but then none of
what I'm saying is like there's not a team. They're all from the New York team, and they all play on one team over there.
Not necessarily, but there is one team, the Lunar Owls roster, that has a few players from one team. But no, they try to spread them out.
Oh, okay. So this is like what's it called from the high school?
This is akin to what's the 3-on-3 men's basketball league?
The Big 3 by Ice Cube.
The Big 3 by Ice Cube, right?
Yep.
It's like that.
It's like that, but it's not 3-on-3 though, right?
It is 3-on-3. Yes.
Oh, it is 3-on-3. Oh, okay.
But today they started 3-on-3, and today they launched an inaugural 1-on-1 tournament. Why they did this is because they wanted to bring a different facet of the game. So instead of 3-on-3, the 1-on-1 offering a different style. And as well, with not as many WNBA players, injuries, off-season stuff like that, it's easier to field also, 1-on-1 games as well. And they thought it would be something that they could have as a difference. So anyways, co-founder Brianna Stewart, #1 seed. Actually, we got shut out by her teammate, Aaliyah Edwards, 12-0. The future Hall of Famer Stewie got blown out by her teammate. Anyways, big picture, $350,000 on the line for the winning team. So they've got the Lunar Owls roster I mentioned earlier. Skylar Diggins-Smith, Nafisia Collar, Alicia Gray, Shakira Austin, and Courtney Williams are all still in the 1-on-1 tournament. So if you want to see that, that's on True TV.
Okay.
Moving on. Fox announced the final ratings for the Super Bowl. 127.7 million viewers across all platforms, setting a new record, 3% higher than the 1.20 or 123.7 million last year. So 4 more million this year. Now, that would be a record for the single event in U.S. television history. What helped with this? Well, first of all, Fox also played it on Tubi, their free streaming service.
Tubi for free, yeah. They did. They absolutely did.
And that averaged 13.6 million.
Wow.
On Tubi. Crazy.
Just on Tubi?
On Tubi alone, man. Tell me about it.
That's crazy.
I was going to watch it on Tubi.
Hey, wait. Did it crash?
I know, right? Right. Yeah, right. I probably should have. It probably was close.
Yeah.
I was gonna sign up, but I was gonna watch it. But when I tried, they want you to sign up, and I was like, man, I'm not signing up for an account. I'll watch it on Fox because I kind of wanted to see what the game was like. But anyways,
do they do the Fox commentators and everything? Everything's.
See, I don't know. That's what I wanted to see.
Let me say this. So
go ahead.
Okay.
When
you guys were doing the show Sunday, my internet went out, and I ended up going to watch the game at somebody else's house. They ended up watching it on Tubi, and they had the same layout, the same. It
was like Fox, everything.
Same, and no crash, no anything. Because Tubi's free, So if you have like the Roku and all the other stuff, you can watch TV and it has the same layout with everything.
Oh,
no issues or anything.
Okay, good. So good inside reporting there from Canteen. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, awesome insider information. Now I got a follow-up question. Were the announcers were they shirtless?
Shirtless. What?
I mean, it is Tubi, right? Isn't Tubi the one where they do all the crazy stuff?
No,
they just broadcast the Fox broadcast. I think is what they did.
Doesn't Tubi like have the weird movies though? Like, don't they have like the weird
the weird like makeshift movies? But but the Super Bowl was just the regular Fox Super Bowl stuff.
All right.
Fox broadcast. Okay.
They also went on Telemundo, so that helped as well.
En español.
In Espanol, that's right. That averaged 1.87 million. Is shown in Spanish, so there you go.
Not bad.
So yeah, all these things helped to set the record viewing. The game audience itself peaked at 137.7 million in the second quarter. So before the game was completely a blowout.
Oh wow! So it peaked at what? What was it?
It peaked at 137.7, but the average number, which is what you're going to look at, because they take the average across the whole game, was 127.7. So 10 million more at the peak, but the average was 127.7 million.
Okay. That's still, you said that's what, 4 million more than last year, huh?
4 million. Last year was 123.7 million.
I'm surprised, being the 49ers, there's quite a few 49ers fans out there. Yeah. So I'm a little surprised it's higher this year. That's correct. But there could be one of those some of the haters. Everybody wants to see Kansas City Chiefs lose, so maybe that was part of it too.
Damn right. By the way, the NFL banned a Super Bowl halftime performer. Yet he was not actually a performer. They had to apologize. Apparently, no one involved with the production was aware of the individual or his intent. But this individual climbed on stage at the end of Kendrick Lamar's performance, held up a flag that said "Free Sudan" and Gaza. He was then detained on the field after about a 30-second chase. So update you all there. Yes, NFL media. NFL and ESPN have resumed discussions about the NFL selling off the NFL Network and Red Zone. So NFL did not know the network has been thinking about getting rid of, the NFL has been thinking of getting rid of NFL Network and NFL Red Zone and selling it off to another media company. Right now, that media company that they're in talks with is ESPN. We will see if that progresses any further after that. Now, are we going to talk NBA on the show today? I'm assuming we are.
We're going to talk a little NBA today, yeah.
So we're going to talk a little Luka trade that I can blaze up Jake on.
Yeah, we last night's game, right?
Yeah, and we didn't get a lot of intake from the Laker fan here.
I'll save the other piece then that I was getting to put in the mailbag, and that will be your mailbag. Mixed bag.
That was the Sports Professor's Mixed Bag.
Hold on. Before he finishes, I think this needs to be well in there.
What?
Omar, how did you not bring up that Kendrick Lamar beat Michael Jackson's all-time record of having the most viewed Super Bowl? Come on, man. We got to give credit where credit's due. Kendrick Lamar outdid the most viewed Super Bowl halftime show.
Did he really? Didn't hear that.
He outdid him. The numbers came in. The greatest rapper of all time right there.
I'm surprised.
How beautiful.
I mean, for me, for the show, if I had to grade him, I'll give him an A+. Now, I know a lot of people will say there were subliminal messages that were put out, different things of that nature. But
there's a lot of little Easter eggs in there.
That's what he is, though. That's what he does. He's the type to give you different messages in different spots.
He looked right in the camera. He said, "Hey, Drake."
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did win that battle. He's on his
right
victory
in the camera. He said, "Hey, Drake."
Yeah.
Okay. And then he had his girl. He had his quote unquote ex-girlfriend out there.
Serena Williams. She's from Compton. You got to give credit where credit's due.
But I'm saying he took a lot of shots at Drake still. He was taking a lot of shots at him.
Well, it's your victory lap. I think it's the ending.
Okay.
You're finally going out.
Hey, did you see the one thing with the beginning with all the letters, what was it? It was like what's it called?
Well, he put game over, which means also
no. But I mean on we have the square triangle. What is that? The little
Yeah. He did it like a video game, the PlayStation.
Yeah, he did the PlayStation thing, but no, he the way it lit up, somebody put it together and said it's what's it called? That driving game?
I'm not sure.
Oh, the health? You're talking about the health mode that
Yeah.
GTA gives you?
Yeah, GTA health mode. The pattern was
That's what I mean. That Kendrick does that, and that's where a lot of
But
people
that's
got mad at.
that's
They
crazy.
just wanted the
He
performance.
did
They
the
didn't.
pattern that would give you ultimate health on GTA. That
Yes.
was crazy. That he would even think of that, or that
He
somebody
does
would
so
have
much
that.
subliminal messages while he performs, and then a lot of people hated it. I loved
What was
it.
your-
I'm a big
Okay, what was your
fan.
favorite part? I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I don't really. I know that one song that everybody hears, the one about Drake.
But
But
not like us, right?
yeah.
Um,
What was your favorite part of the whole thing? Since you're a big fan.
Well, I liked. There's about 2 parts.
Okay.
I like personally Man at the Garden. That's where he's singing, and the guys are all behind him on that light post. He's talking
Okay.
about how great he is, and then
Okay.
I would say All the Stars is one of my favorite songs by him and SZA. Great bringing out SZA. I think a lot of people were mad that he just came in the Super Bowl 2 years ago with Dr. Dre.
Right.
So with doing that, he kind of performed his first catalog or his early songs back then. He didn't want to repeat it, and a lot of people were mad about that.
Okay.
So, just part of it. You got to do it.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's part of it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So did he play any new stuff other than
yeah, the whole
Drake
songs, majority of the songs is just the album that just came out in November.
Just came out.
And he's got a tour coming out.
Okay.
His world tour starts.
Have
I
most
think,
of
in
those
May.
songs been out and kind of popular and released out on the what they
Yeah,
call Billboard?
for worldwide, he's usually known as just a rapper. He does have good R&B hits as well, I would say.
Okay.
But he's known as a rapper.
Right.
Like you said, the big battle with Drake was a
Right.
huge thing this past year,
right.
and I think that was just
And
his
then
way to.
I heard he's
victory
going to
in.
sue him or something. Is that true?
No. Drake is suing him. Drake is
That's what
suing
I'm
his label for letting that record go over, for letting that Not Like Us record go as big as it got.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Crazy, right?
rap battle, guys.
I mean, he mentions him, and a lot of it's about him. So I mean, he should get some credit, right? You're talking about somebody else and getting a hit.
Well, Drake did the same thing to him.
Oh, he did.
They went kind of over at each other. You
Yeah, I
can't
know they
deny
kind of
that.
went back and forth, but I didn't know if his was as big a hit as Kendrick.
Well, no, that's why I think Drake's mad.
That's
You
why
know,
he
it didn't go to the level that Kendrick's did, and now Kendrick's
That's right.
is being used. No matter, I mean, you just saw the Dodgers win the championship, and their main
Right.
song that they're singing as they're celebrating is "They Not Like Us."
They're not like us, yeah.
You know.
Any favorite
So,
commercials, guys? That you saw?
I ain't even
that's-
paying attention to the commercials at all.
and that was one of the worst commercials I had seen in a while. The only good one I liked was the Tom Brady one, and I liked it because it was a subliminal message for him, where on his little marking it showed 2026 unretire. I
To
liked
wear
it.
the Raiders? He's gonna go to
He
the
had a
Raiders.
battery. He had a battery thing, and he had it open. They opened
the
it whenever
battery.
whenever
Yeah.
his battery was off, and they put
his battery
Duracell
ran
back in. But if you read into his little arm thing, it said that 2026 retirement ? Unretire.
Oh, okay. It was in his. I didn't see that in the arm part. That's pretty cool.
I liked it.
Yeah. All right. Any other thoughts about the halftime or anything?
Halftime was good, man. I think
Okay.
overall it was a good game. I mean, we're gonna hit the numbers and stuff next, right?
Yeah. So if you want to hit the numbers, 40-22 as the final
Yeah.
score. You want to go into numbers, Ken, and then give us your thoughts.
All right, man. Numbers of this game, man. Patrick Mahomes ended up going 21 for 32, 257 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He ended up rushing 4 carries, 25 yards, and Xavier Worthy, 8 receptions, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts had a phenomenal game, 17 for 22, 221 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. He had 11 carries, 72 yards rushing, 1 TD, and Devontae Smith, 4 receptions, 69 yards, 1 TD. Man, I think this game was solely won in the trenches, man. I mean, the defense for the Philadelphia Eagles looked phenomenal, man. These guys look like they have been prepared the entire duration of the season. I mean, I think the thing for Philly, they had a few hiccups along the way. I think a lot of the things that happened with Sirianni, I mean, a lot of people called him out, called him to the carpet, but a lot of those things that happened with them along the way throughout the season helped them to shape and mold them to become the team that who they are. I mean, Jalen Hurts played a great game. I mean, if I'm a Giants owner, Giants organization, you got to be the stupidest, dumbest team on the planet. Why would you let a guy like that slip out of your hands? You know, why would you let him slip out of your hands?
Well, realistically, Canteen, the Eagles have probably the best offensive line in football, number one.
In football.
So, number two, they have a better quarterback. So, that's going to help him. He was never going to do this in New York. So.
In New York. That's a good point.
So, I mean...
the receiving core,
continue your thoughts.
The receiving core for the Eagles was really, really good, and their defense was pretty solid. I mean, Kansas City had ample time, 2 weeks to really, really prepare and prep themselves, but they look depleted, man. I think once the game started, they looked defeated even when the game started. I mean, throughout the duration of the football game, they looked depleted. Andy Reid looked like he didn't have a game plan. Mahomes looked depleted. I mean, he got sacked a couple of times, and I mean, these guys look like they were zombies. They look like they were completely lost the duration of this football game. I think that Kansas City can regroup and come back, but I think that Philly is probably going to be the powerhouse out of the NFC for the next couple of years, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
and that's in my opinion,
that's
right now.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, they definitely could be. Hey,
go ahead, Omar.
First, I didn't hear any in the conversation. Go to Jake first so I can catch up, please.
Okay, go ahead, Jake.
Well, it's about the Super Bowl on what we got. You want to do your analysis, or you want me to do first? You tell me.
No, you can go ahead. I just want to kind of get back in the groove. Go ahead.
Okay, here's the thing. Boy, was their demise televised, and boy, did we see it in a whole other way. Let's start out with the good, because I think Philadelphia deserves so much praise. I had guys at the beginning of the year actually telling me that Nick Sirianni was a bad head coach. This man probably would be fired.
Yeah, I heard people saying it's the weakest division, too.
Yeah, like I said, I think this was far worse because this guy won the Super Bowl right now. This guy won the Super Bowl.
The weakest division.
All I know is Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts. This is what I love the most. Jalen Hurts is one of the most chillest quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. I love his pizzazz. Never too big for the moment. Never too small for the moment. The man just lets it be. You know what I love the most? Each time he got that ball, he was ready to score. He didn't care what the hell the Chiefs were going to do. That's what I can't stand about the AFC with those idiots like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson that get fearful of that Steve, what's the damn defensive coordinator's, what's his name? Yeah, Spagnuolo. They get so afraid of it. You know the difference with what Jalen Hurts does? He throws a pick in the first quarter. He turns right back around and says, nah, let me throw it right out. I got you the next time I get back on the field. Not afraid whatsoever. I'm so proud of them. Now let's get on to the Chiefs. Guys, this dynasty, remember at the very beginning, 2 weeks ago, I said, guys, the dynasty doesn't start where it started first. It can't end that way. You had to go back to where you won it first at. You won it first in Philadelphia, beating them. You had to do it again. Right. And the difference was this time is
they won it first in San Francisco.
No, that's not I didn't buy that dynasty at all. That's not here's why I don't buy that's part of their dynasty. Because if we're going to count that, I'm not counting that Warriors dynasty that Stephen Curry won way years after KD left.
What are you talking about? That was like a year in between.
Their dynasty did not happen because the year after that and the year after that, 2 years after that, they lose to Brady the next year and then they lose to Burrow. So what, you just have an absence of a dynasty? No. Your dynasty started the year you beat the Eagles. That's when you became efficient. It's also post Tyreek Hill. You showed us that you could do it without Tyreek. Your dynasty was supposed to complete with this win here. Your dynasty was supposed to complete with this, and in the end, you looked pretty dumb. Pat Mahomes, by the way, shout out to Pat Mahomes. 22 yards passing in the first half. I know a rookie quarterback that was getting killed by somebody up from me had the nerve to tell me Bo Nix is trash. This guy's in the biggest stage of his life, about
I've
to
never
do
used
something
trash.
that's never been done before.
You always lie about me.
And he
You
throws
always lie about me.
23 yards passing the whole first half.
Lies. All lies.
Congrats, Pat! You are so great! That GOAT talk needs to be put to rest. I never saw Tom Brady ever in my life get blown out in a damn Super Bowl, much less one that you were favorited in. My gosh, man. That was a
Favored by
simple
1 point.
embarrassing.
What?
That
No,
was
this
the
one-
most embarrassing thing I ever saw. Absolutely. Here's the other thing, too. Andy Reid. I'm sorry, bro. You got to take a step back, too, because I didn't know, like Canteen said, what the hell was your game plan?
Man, they look lost.
What was the game plan?
They look lost.
Because if you didn't run the ball, I just saw them saying, hey, throw the ball somewhere. At the end of it all, Philadelphia deserves credit, and I'm going to give the last credit to this defensive coordinator. I was laughed at, not on just this show. I was on 2 other shows, and they told me the exact same thing. They laughed in my face and said, Vic Fangio's 0-8, Jake. How can you say that? Guys, he had Drew damn Lock. Nobody can win with that bum-ass quarterback. What the hell? Stop it. He had Drew Lock.
Man.
By the way, he also had Tua in the cold. If you ever notice, Tua never wins when it's
you were talking up
under
Drew Lock
50 degrees.
back when.
He doesn't win at all, bro, because he's had trash quarterbacks. When you finally give him a good offense,
What's
he
up,
does
Drew?
something right. Give the guy credit where it's due. Like I said, shout out once again, Vic Fangio. Your
Chargers
defensive
fan laughing it
coordinator
up.
and the D-line did your thing. I'm so proud of y'all. Great move. Eagles, fly, and I don't know if they're done yet. This is a beautiful move. Woo! Woo!
Obviously, the AFC West, all represented here today as Hot Take Jake. A Raiders fan, of course, is
Shout out Drew.
Is Raiders
Man.
is sports professor, and then down below in the comments, if you don't know, that's Drew, the
boy
Chargers
Drew.
fan.
Chargers fan.
All the AFC West is lapping this up like little lap dogs.
Oh, absolutely.
Lapping it up. I wanted to hear the professor go first. I don't know what's
Well,
up
you
with
might
his
have to
internet.
go while he's getting back on in time.
Well, yeah, I agree for the most part with Canteen. I think this was one in the trenches. I think this was all about. This is the perfect game
Mm-hmm.
to show that quarterback wins is not a real stat.
Absolutely.
Because Mahomes had almost no time to throw the ball.
Right.
Was sacked several, I think 6 times, pressured continually, and Jalen Hurts had all day to throw the ball. And so they have a great offensive line, and the Chiefs have a pretty good offensive line, but they couldn't do it with just their front four. They tried to do different blitzes and different things like that, and they still couldn't get enough pressure on him. And the Eagles, basically, I think they only blitzed 1 time, maybe 2, but they mainly did it with their front four. So
Right.
Philly did this with their front four. And so this is a perfect game to show that quarterback wins is not a true quarterback stat. It's a team game. I've always said that. I said it in the beginning of the year. It's a team game. You have to have a team around you. Yeah, you have to have your quarterback. You have to have a starting quarterback. But you have to have a team around you. You have to have a line to protect you. You have to have a line to rush the quarterback. And this is perfect game to show how a great offensive pass rush can disrupt even a great quarterback, and how lack of a pass rush can lift up a quarterback that isn't necessarily a top 5 quarterback and make him look great. So go ahead, Professor. I'll let you go. I was going to let you go first before I really dove in.
Yeah, this was a thorough
Yeah, go ahead.
demolishing. Just
Tampa was different because they had injuries. But go ahead. I'm just
What was-
answering Drew.
What was
He said it. They said this is like how they lost Tampa. It is, but it's different. But go ahead. Finish your
Well,
thoughts off.
This is worse.
This is way worse than that. Tampa did use the same style of defense that Philly did to thwart by confusing Patrick Mahomes by rushing him with only 4 rushers. They didn't blitz. They used 4 rushers all night.
I think they blitzed
long.
once or twice the whole game, and it wasn't until the third quarter.
I don't even know if they blitzed at all. We're gonna have to get a check
They
on
did
that.
blitz. They did blitz once, maybe twice.
Okay.
In the third quarter.
Well, either way, they used 4 people pretty much the entire game to get pressure and have Patrick Mahomes running around like a chicken with his head cut off, which, like Drew said, the last time we saw that was when they played against Tampa Bay. Now, this was a lot more thorough. Like Jake said, this was embarrassing. This was humiliating. This is dynasty and GOAT pausing and possibly stopping. Now they have a chance to redeem
one game.
They have a chance to redeem themselves next year.
Overreaction Tuesday.
I will give you the.
Oh, Professor, Mr. Freeze. Professor, right as you're getting into it, man. What's wrong with your internet, Professor?
Here's why I'll say that this game was worse than Tampa Bay's.
It was worse than Tampa game.
Tampa Bay's, you had 2 offensive line. Oh, he's back. He's back. Go ahead, Omar.
Go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
Yeah, froze, my brother.
No, I know. That's stupid. I don't know what's going on with my internet today. I'm sitting right in front of it, like literally right on top of my internet. Anyways.
Don't kick it. I think you're kicking it. Go ahead.
Let the sports professor give you the inside scoop. So as you all know, I've been telling you all along about the Taylor Swift and the NFL collusion.
What happened? Where's the proposal?
No, well, this is what happened. So about 30 minutes before game time, I get a call from NFL member from the NFL security saying they needed me to speak to Roger Goodell immediately. So I get on the horn. I'm like, yo, what up, Raj?
Hit that like, Drew.
And Roger is like, hey, Omar, sports professor, I need to talk to you about this situation. What is your opinion? Do you think we should continue and try to make more money off this situation? I said, Raj, baby, Raj. Of course you got to take the money.
Call him
that's
Raj.
That's what I call. We're on a first name basis. I call him Raj.
Raj.
He
says, "Oh, big O."
He calls me O. Yeah. I said, Raj, baby, you got to take the money. Always make the money when it's there. He said, so you think we should delay? I said, you audible and delay this thing like you ain't like you was on Maury's and you try and delay the announcement that you was the father. Okay, this is what I'm saying. What happened?
So they're trying to push this down to next year and get
they
a little
want
more
more money.
Get
Taylor
another squeeze.
Swift wants more squeeze out of it. They can use the whole revenge angle, which has been a mainstay of Taylor Swift's career. So now the Chiefs have the revenge angle. Now they all got a revenge angle. They all make a whole bunch more money, and then they get married next year after they win the championship. So that's straight from the insider source.
You know, this Super Bowl reminds me a little bit of the there was one way back when, I think, a Legend of Boom, and there was a team that was, I think they were like really favored like by 8 or 10 points or something crazy, and they got demolished 48-3 or something crazy like that. I mean, you remember what game that was, Omar? I don't remember.
48-3. We don't know that one.
48-6. I don't know. It was something like that. It was a team that got demolished.
I don't know what Legion of Boom you're talking about. That's the Legion of Boom was in Seattle.
You got the wrong one.
Huh? That was what?
That was 43-8.
43-8. That's what it was. I knew somebody would have been.
But no, hey,
you remember
guys,
that
don't
one,
worry.
Omar?
The Broncos redeemed themselves and won a championship 2 years after that.
I see what you did there. I forgot all about that.
You don't remember? They were like favored big. This is like a 1-point favorite. They were like favored big, huge.
Damn, Jake just.
And they got busted up hard.
Oh, I'm not worried. We just saw Pat Mahomes.
I think that's still the biggest
look like a girl
in NFL history. I think that was the biggest defeat in NFL history.
No, that's not.
Yeah, I think so in Super Bowl history.
Either way, gentlemen, to go back to the game.
One of them. It's in the top 2 or 3, though, at least.
They won with their defense. They didn't even have to use our MVP.
And that's
sports. They didn't even need Saquon Barkley. Didn't need him at all.
Well, I mean, that was their goal, I think, as a defense, to slow him down, stop him. So they got that done. But I think the fact that they got so many short fields and they got a pick six and I think that just they didn't need him as
Pat
much.
Mahomes looked like crap.
No, he was pressured.
He had
If
the
you look at the
worst.
tape,
He had the
if you look
worst.
at the-
he
I don't want to hear
did.
the pressure. There was plays he
I don't care
did.
if you don't want to hear pressure. I
No,
don't
no,
know
no.
what
There
you wanna
was
hear.
plays
I'm gonna
he
tell
did,
you.
Flo. There were plays
No.
he did where he wasn't being pressured. It's
No,
just
he
his offensive line even touched him, and he got scared and just started throwing anything.
No, he was being
Watch that
pressured,
pick
and
against
then
Vaughn.
well, he was being pressured quite a bit.
That Vaughn was
he
over there
hit
scared.
6 sacks.
Hey, he was my X
White
factor.
jersey somewhere.
My X factor. Zach.
He was being pressured, and you can say I don't care what you want to hear, you're going to hear it, but he was being pressured quite a bit and sacked 6 times.
like
He was
crap.
pressured. If you look at the all 22, which I like to look at the all 22, Jalen Hurts they were both in shotgun quite a bit, and Jalen Hurts was able to drop back 5 steps after shotgun. Patrick Mahomes on most of his plays, of course, the ones he got sacked for sure, but even the ones he didn't get sacked, he was in shotgun. He took 1 or 2 steps, and they were already on him, and he had to get out of the way. So he had like almost no time to throw the ball.
I saw
So
Brady play the Giants. I saw Brady play, and mind you, he lost both of them. But every time he played them, he lost by 4, maybe 5 points or less. He made sure he kept you in the game every single time. You weren't going to blow
It
him
wasn't
out.
like this. It wasn't like this though. This was front 4 every time
What
pressure.
are you talking about? That was a better defensive line that the Giants had in 2007.
But it wasn't
Michael
a better
Strahan?
game. They didn't play a better game
Nora?
than this.
Those are a bunch of free agents over there. Out there
They
in the
didn't-
Eagles. Josh
they didn't-
Sweat. Come on, man.
They whatever. I don't care what you call them. They played a great game, and they were able to rush with 4. So
All I'm saying is Tom Brady faced a
Doesn't matter.
legendary defensive line and made sure to still score the winning touchdown.
but it still wasn't as much pressure as
That's
this. It
fun.
was-
But
They
what are you
didn't.
talking? What?
They did not
You better
provide
go
as
watch
much
that Super Bowl
pressure.
again.
I don't need to watch it again. I
Oh,
already
it
watched
didn't kill every time.
You're
Tom Brady
just
couldn't
exaggerating.
breathe.
You exaggerate. You're the king of exaggeration.
What?
Well, one thing.
You
one
said
thing,
you said I'd called your quarterback trash. I had never said that. And I've never said trash about
You laughed
anybody.
at Bo Nix, is
And
what I'm
Dean
saying. You
said
left
trash.
at Bo Nix.
Yeah,
you
but
laughed
said
at him
stuff
for
I
being
didn't say.
50
That's
yards
all I'm
passing.
saying, and that's what you
for
do.
a
You say
rookie.
things that I don't even say.
You laughed at him for having 50 yards passing in a game. And the guy that's supposed to be the best quarterback in the league had
How many
22
yards did he end
passing
up
in the
with?
Super Bowl.
How many yards did he end up with? Did he end up with 50 like your guy?
Oh, hey, congrats on the stat. Hey, one thing Flo
What did he
loves
end
is
up with?
stat padding. He gets that from Dak all the time. Congrats. I'm proud of you loving that. Hey, he sure
Well-
did get a good 2 touchdowns when the game was already over.
Well, you're the one
Congrats
bringing
there.
it up. You're the one bringing it up that he
Come on,
only had
man.
50 yards, but he ended up with more yards than your guy.
Hey, he looked bad. 24-0. Halftime.
22-40 end of the score. So
That's an ass kicking.
okay. Anything else?
Well-
Now you can't win them every year. This is why no one's ever three-peated. This is exactly why no one's ever three-peated. It's very
Well,
hard
then
to
don't
do
tell-
in the NFL.
Then,
Very hard
then
to do.
you need to tell Pat
Very hard to
Mahomes.
do.
Then you need to tell
Very
Pat
hard to
Mahomes to not at the end of last year's Super Bowl, he was already thinking of a three-peat because that was his first answer. Hey, we're going for another
Why
one.
not?
We're doing something that's never happened. So you need to tell Pat Mahomes that.
Well, they've been the closest they got to the actual game. All the other three-peats didn't make it to the actual Super Bowl, so they got the
Hey,
closest
man,
of the three-peats. So,
you can have the closest.
Got
It
close.
didn't succeed.
but it still got close. So you can't. You got to give him credit. He made it back to the game. He had a chance to three-peat. None of the other ones had a chance. None of the other ones made it to the Super Bowl.
So let me
None
get
of the
this
other
straight.
possible three-peats never made it. to
If
the
my
Super Bowl.
friend comes and tells me, "Hey, dude, I got a baddie that I'm trying to get on a date with," and he says, "Dude, I got six digits of the number. I didn't get the 7-digit." Should I go and give him a pat on the back and say, "Hey, bro, you might have not got
No.
the phone number, but you got 6 digits"? Man, get out of here
No.
with that crap. Hey, guess
No,
what?
that's
You were the
no.
first one to lose.
You know what it's more
Pat.
like? It's more like I got 3 phone numbers. I didn't get that last phone number. I gotta get that last phone
No,
number.
you didn't even do
That's
nothing.
what it's like.
Come on,
That's what
man.
it's like. You have the terrible, most horrible
Go
analogy.
sit
that has
down,
nothing
Pat
to do
Mahomes,
with-
and watch about next
Hey,
Yeah,
year.
whatever.
Hey.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Tapping out, son. I am
Get
tapping
out of here.
out.
Any final thoughts on the Super Bowl? Jake's
Look,
talked too
hey.
much. So,
When-
can you
when-
want anything else, Omar? I know you've been in and out. Jake's
I'm
had
I'm at a loss for
too much
words.
airtime.
Jake done took the icing off the cake tonight, man. He was taking the icing off the cake,
Gotta
baby.
speak facts today, man.
Hey,
What?
you said it. Hey, it
When-
is what it is, bro.
Hey,
When it-
what I said facts. He just yelled a lot. That's all he did.
Look,
I said
look,
a lot
gentlemen.
of facts.
Gentlemen, when it comes down to it, at the heart of the struggles was the Eagles' pass rush. Flo is right about that. They've sacked him 6 times. 2 interceptions, 1 pick six. But one thing that Jake is completely right about is Patrick Mahomes was horrible, especially in the first half. For the whole game, Philadelphia held Patrick Mahomes to one of his lowest passing grades of the season, allowing negative .297 expected points added per play. Yes, I agree. But the Chiefs' offense struggled as a whole. Mahomes averaged only 6.7 yards per attempt outside of garbage time. The quarterback the Kansas City quarterback also had only a 28.2 passing grade at the halftime. So it was a horrible game for him.
He had a bad game. Obviously, he had a bad game all around.
The thing is, once Kansas City gets behind the 8 ball, and once Patrick Mahomes is having a bad game, which again doesn't happen often, it's very rare. But when that does happen, this is exactly what the outcome is going to be.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now, let's finish a couple thoughts on the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts got the MVP. I think it should have gone to somebody on defense. I think it should have gone to, I've said before the game even ended, when it was halfway, I said it should maybe co-MVPs for 2 of the defensive linemen, or maybe him and Dijon or somebody. The defense won that game to me. They're the ones that deserve the most credit. But I knew he was going to get it because he had some pretty good passes, a couple touchdowns, a couple good runs here and there. And so I knew he was going to end up getting it, but I think the defense deserved it. But as far as the Jalen Hurts, how far does this elevate Jalen Hurts' stock as far as the top 10 quarterback? He was probably on the fringe of that top 10 discussion. And now how far up would this move him in that upper echelon of quarterbacks in your guys' eyes?
Man, I think for me, man, at this point, I mean, we really have to take a look at how we define these top 2 quarterbacks. I mean, you got to look at guys like, Lamar Jackson is still in the picture, because I think Lamar Jackson was like first team All-Pro, something like that. So Lamar Jackson is still in the picture. I mean, Josh Allen is still in that picture. Mahomes will still be there, but then I got question marks about a guy like Burrow.
I mean, he led the league in all the numbers, though. He had the most passing yards, more touchdowns.
That's the thing, Flo. I mean, he has the numbers, but what about the team? And so
that's what I'm saying. It's a team sport. That's not his fault.
It's a team sport. But when we look at awards and different things,
I get it. I get it. But I'm just saying, as a quarterback, though, you're going to put him above Joe Burrow?
Not necessarily.
Necessarily. Okay.
Man,
where do you put him? What do you like? Number 7, 8, somewhere in there?
I'll say 8, 7,
top
8.
10 for sure. Okay.
He's in the top 10 for sure. I'll say that.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Omar, any thoughts on that? On Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a deserved MVP. Yes, the defense overall won the game, but a defense is a team unit. Even if you have Cooper DeJean and Zach Bond, my X Factor, who both had interceptions, I believe
Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl.
Well, and Jalen Hurts had over 300 combined yards rushing and passing and 3 touchdowns.
I think he had 300 yards in his Super Bowl.
The quarterback of the winning team.
I mean, Joe Flacco had like 300 yards.
Those sort of stats, they're going to be the MVP. Well, I mean, hey, and maybe Joe Flacco
I'm just saying.
Been the MVP.
Okay. Well, I mean, where do you put him? Do you move him solidly in the top 10, and how high up in the top 10, if so?
He's always been in the top 10 for me. He is. I mean, I can't think off the top of my head right now, but I'd say probably 5, maybe
5. Wow. So
you go that far, Professor?
Who's the only 4 ahead of him?
I don't know. I have to think. Look, all right, let me go. Let's see. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
You got to put Mahomes in there.
Oh, did I not say Mahomes? Obviously, Mahomes. My bad.
Would you put Burrow above him?
That's what I'm debating. I'm very close. See, I'm there. Burrow is the much better passer, but Jalen Hurts can run the ball. Jalen Hurts is a better, in my eyes, game manager in terms of leading the football team, of making sure that the team is making the right plays. I do put him above Burrow right now because he didn't win a Super Bowl. So yes.
Wow. So he's at 4 now. Wow. So you put him in the top 5.
He's definitely he's in the top.
And I agree. I completely agree with Omar. Yeah. The only difference is I have Lamar out as the 5th, and I do. Sorry, Lamar has not made that play that I saw Hurts
out
do,
of the top
and that I
5.
saw Burrow do.
He was in the
top
MVP race this year. What are
Of
you
course he
kidding me?
was, but that's a regular season award to me, Omar.
Wow.
Stop that. Hold on, let me add this in real quick.
Okay, go
We
ahead.
didn't specify quarterback.
Wow.
Playoff quarterback. We just said
Jalen
No, we
Hurts.
just said
Well, I'm
quarterback.
talking if we're
going
going top
into next
5 of the
season,
quarterbacks
basically.
right now in the league, I'm putting Hurts number
Exactly,
4.
Drew. Exactly.
I'm putting Hurts number 4, and let me tell you why.
So
guys,
who's your top 3? The same top 3, and then
Yeah, I got it. It'd be
who's
to
at
me
5?
Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, and then I'd put Hurts right there,
Jalen.
number 4,
And then who's 5?
and then I'd put Lamar 5.
Wow. Okay, so at
So
least
that's
he's
what
in
I'm
the top.
saying. I would
Okay.
flip that with
Okay.
him how he has Burrow out. See, the thing is he
Wow.
forgets what Burrow did. Burrow has
I
done
don't
the
have Burrow
unthinkable.
out. I have Burrow at 5. I don't have Burrow
Yeah, but you put him under Hurts, which is crazy to me
Hurts
because
is a Super Bowl MVP.
the thing is I believe Hurts also benefits from the team he's with. I don't know if he could go
I
into
agree with
Cincinnati with that roster and
I'll
do
have
what
Brock
Burrow
Purdy.
did.
But what
I
if
love
Burrow
Brock
won? What if
Brock
what have
Purdy.
they done? What if they
But
done?
I will say this.
You're all on Joe Burrow's,
No.
no.
No. The same way
Trying to
you
keep
say
it
that about
PG.
us,
You're
the same way you say that about us, you're like that with Lamar. I don't know why you have such a Lamar
He does.
love.
He loves Lamar. He loves Lamar.
Man,
He does.
Lamar, he's got MVPs. Like that's
Because
the damn it win.
He
because he
loves
gets-
Lamar.
I love
He
Lamar
loves him
because
some
he
Lamar.
gets because I hate when people get unnecessary,
Stop
unwarranted
that.
hate,
Stop that.
which is what he
Oh,
gets.
I want to add
whatever.
this in though.
You
I
get
want
so
to add
much
this in.
love, though. What are you talking
Jalen
about?
Hurts in 2 Super Bowls, I believe, if you look up the stats, has outplayed Mahomes both times. He just didn't win that first one.
You're right. He has.
So I want to add that into
makes
why
him a
he's
top
in the top
four,
4.
which makes him
In
a
the
top-
biggest stage of them all, he's outplayed Mahomes both times. So you have to give that, and that's why I believe he deserves the top 4.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good. That's fair. I
Flacco
don't- top
was
5,
an
though.
outlier. I agree with that, but that was one season. Hurts has done now in 3 seasons, in a span of 3
2.
seasons, he's made it to
2, really.
twice, and
Right.
he's outplayed everybody's GOAT of this era twice.
In the Super Bowl, yeah, in one game. So who,
Absolutely.
you put him at 8, Canteen. Where do you have ahead of him then? Everybody else kind of gave their list. You mean,
Man, let me backtrack, man.
you want to look at it? Okay, so now you're gonna move him up. Everybody convinced you or what?
You have to move him up.
I'll probably go
I
Hurts.
mean, if that's what you think of him, put him at 8. If that's what you
No.
think.
Yeah,
No. Here's what I'm saying. I'll probably put Hurts at 5. I'll definitely probably put him at 5 at this point.
Okay.
He deserves
Okay.
it. I'll
Okay,
be damned if I see a Herbert above him.
Right.
I
Who
still
else
have
would you
him
put over him? Like who else?
I would
would
put
The
him at
only
7.
one that maybe
So-
could give a chance, but I wouldn't
Him-
take over him right now is Matthew Stafford.
Him,
I
Josh
got him at
Allen.
7. Okay.
Hurts, Josh Allen,
Who do you got, Drew? Who's your top 5, Drew? See if you're still out there. Go ahead.
then Josh Allen. Then I'll probably say Lamar
Mahomes.
Jackson. Mahomes would probably be like 2 or 1 or 2. And
Bo Nix?
Burrow.
no, Burrow.
Burrow?
Don't hate on
Okay,
Bo.
Burrow.
He's coming. Don't do
Burrow
that.
based off numbers.
I think you need to worry about that
Burrow
quarterback you got over there, buddy.
I'm surprised you
I
didn't
said,
put Jordan Love in there, Jake.
Who?
No, you have to give respect where it's due for Hurts. Hurts did the
Okay.
unthinkable. You know what I love the most? See, the Bills had an opportunity. They did stop Mahomes. It's just Josh Allen wilted beneath the pressure and didn't convert. That's the difference.
So no love
When
for
Hurts
Jared
had
Goff?
that ball, he made sure, hey, bro, when I get the
Everybody
ball, I'm
loves
going to keep
Goff,
scoring
man.
on you.
No love for golf? He's done it for a couple of years.
Man,
Goff
Goff ain't,
is in
man.
the
Goff.
top 10. I would agree to that.
Goff is not above him. Not
Here's-
above
But we
I-
know
I
the
put him- I
AFC.
got him at 7, and I probably had him down at 10.
Nah,
before
you're wild
the
putting him
Super Bowl.
at 7.
I got him at 7.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I got him at 7.
Who do you have above him?
Yeah, exactly.
I have Patrick, probably out just off the top of my head. Patrick, Lamar, Josh. I probably got Jaden Daniels up there.
Above
right
him
now.
after he just beat him
No.
head to
Above
head.
Jalen Hurts
Yeah.
when he just beat when he beat him head to head, he just won a championship.
But he's a better quarterback.
Get
He's
outta
a better
here, man.
quarterback.
Come on, man, you
That's a
can't do
quarterback.
that.
CJ Stroud.
You can't do that. CJ Stroud.
DJ Stroud.
Chip,
too.
you know what? No,
Yeah.
no, we're not
CJ
doing that.
Stroud.
You know what? We're done. We're done.
Yeah, CJ Stroud.
Conversation's over. Conversation.
Whatever. CJ Stroud. I would even put
Right?
No,
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
no way
GB.
putting
Jared
Yeah.
Goff.
Kenny
Goff.
Pickett. That's what he's gonna say next. Kenny Pickett. That's right.
and then Dakota,
No.
Prescott, and then
Yeah,
him.
whatever with that.
Yep. I mean, he got hurt last year. Last year, he was number 2 in MVP. Dak Prescott was. So it's not
Dak
like
hasn't even sniffed a damn NFC Championship game. Can you
Doesn't
get past
matter.
the
As a
division
quarterback,
first?
though, who of those guys have been number 2 in the MVP race?
I don't
Those
want to
guys
hear
don't-
that. He hasn't done nothing.
Okay, then.
He hasn't done
I'm just
nothing.
saying. What do you mean he hasn't done nothing?
I cannot.
He hasn't done nothing this whole time.
12
There.
wins. It's a team sport, Jake. It's a team sport.
You gotta start
can't-
showing something, bro. I'm
I
sorry.
know, but it's a team sport.
Not a good argument.
If you switch those and Jalen Hurts is getting all that pressure and getting sacked, and Mahomes has all that time, it's a different game.
I don't want to hear that because Mahomes
Hey, I
had
don't
that
care
2
if you
years
want to hear
ago.
it. I don't care. I
No,
don't care if you don't
because
hear it.
Mahomes had that 2 years ago. There was no
Oh.
defense. That's why I love that their defensive coordinator changed. That's exactly why. Because now, guess what happened? You had
doesn't
somebody that
matter.
knew Pat Mahomes, and he destroyed
Okay,
him.
but then you got players. You also got players that were
Hey,
able to.
sorry, Mahomes.
run-
You got to
run the
figure that out. I
defense.
saw Brady. Like I said, I've seen Brady do it over and over.
Okay. Well, I hadn't seen him do it over and over. So he went
Gotta
10
give
years without a Super Bowl.
That's
Dude.
fine.
Okay. Let's see if Mahomes goes 10 years.
He won't get blown out like
All right.
that, though.
All right. So are these your 2 favorites for next year? Or if not, who's your 2 favorites for next year? Just as a last
I'm
kind
ready
of
for
thing,
this.
wrapping up Super Bowl. Who's your 2 favorites next year? Right now, Canteen. We haven't, analysis, just fresh off the Super Bowl. Your 2 favorites, AFC, NFC, right now.
I'm gonna go Philly and Buffalo.
Philly and Buffalo.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
Philly and Buffalo.
Okay. What about you, Omar?
I am going to agree with Philadelphia.
Okay.
And for my AFC team, that's tough.
Right.
That's tough. Go to Jake. Let me think about this for a second.
Okay.
I'll do this.
Don't say Denver.
Do,
Please don't.
do I believe both? No. Well, do I believe both could go? Do I believe both can go again? I don't. Here's why.
Rematch.
Philadelphia just lost their offensive coordinator, so now Jalen Hurts has to go a 4th season with a new offensive
Yeah,
coordinator.
but they've still been good through all that every year. So
No, they didn't look good the year before.
I mean, they still
Remember
made the
that.
playoffs. They still made the
Well,
playoffs.
yeah, they lost in the first round.
GB.
So if I'm going to say anything, I think the Packers, as long as J Love's not hurt, I think they finally get over the hump. I think
Again,
they
you
do some
told me
stuff
that
in
was
the
your last
offseason.
year's pick.
That's fine.
Packers and who?
AFC,
Okay.
AFC,
Packers.
it's whoever gets Myles Garrett. I think the blueprint is set out for the Chiefs. I think if you get a 4-man rush that can get to Mahomes, you will be able to get to him. And I think whoever gets Myles Garrett, and I think the Ravens and the Bills are both going to be high on trying to get Myles Garrett this offseason. We heard that he's going to go out there. He requested a trade literally this past week. So right now, Bills Ravens would be my guesses right now.
Bills, Ravens. Well, no, but who's your AFC just right now?
I think the Bills will get. They have more cap room. They'll get Miles. I think they'll get
Bills?
Miles, and they'll close
Okay.
it up.
So Can's got Bills, Eagles.
I got Bills, Eagles. Yeah.
I got Bills, Packers.
Bills, Packers, and who do you got now? You want me to go, Omar?
You go ahead. I'm still not sure about my AFC team.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, this is just a quick one. You don't have to be like this. Isn't your definite answer for next year. This is just
Yeah,
right
we
off.
took out off season. We got a lot of free agents.
I know, but I don't want to choose Baltimore again because I just chose them this year. I don't want to choose Buffalo again because I chose them last year, and both of them didn't do anything for me.
It doesn't matter.
I can't choose the Chiefs because I would go jump off my balcony if I do that. So
Hey, Omar, look what GB says.
what did GB say?
Omar probably puts Fedor at
Hey,
number 1 QB
You know
next
what?
season.
I'm taking whoever we get as the number 1 QB. You damn
Here's
right.
what I'll get what Drew got, and you keep thinking. So he's got
Yeah.
Lamar, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels. All right, Steve.
No,
And
No, I'm not putting them above Jalen right now.
No.
I
But
know, but
I could agree with everything
Okay.
else, but I could not agree with that. I would put him at no less than 5. I can accept him at no less than 5.
Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts?
Yeah. Jaden Daniels.
I don't think
cannot
he's
be-
done enough during the season to be that high.
I will go. I'm just gonna. All right, we're gonna go.
You ready? Or you want me to go?
We're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go.
They're struggling. It's just fresh off the Super Bowl, man. We're not pinning you down to this one. Just say it. You go Baltimore again.
The Raid.
Man, that would be crazy. That'd be crazier than Jake's pick.
I know. No, we'll go. You know, I'm more realistic than Jake. We'll go Ravens, Eagles. We'll go Ravens, Eagles.
Ravens, Eagles.
Okay.
Ravens, Eagles. Okay.
I almost did. See, you see, GB knows me. GB knows me. See, I almost did.
You got to get a quarterback first, buddy.
Yeah, we have no.
I'm gonna say the
Yeah, whatever with that one.
Shut up. I could have said Denver. I could have said Detroit.
I got to see what Broncos do this offseason.
Dude, I forgot all about Detroit too, man.
Yeah, Detroit.
I forgot all about Detroit.
They lost both their coordinators.
I think this was Detroit's year to do it, like it was for San Francisco last year. I also think this was Philly's year because they have a healthy Saquon. So I don't think he's going to stay as healthy next year. He just had too many injuries. I said that about who was it? Mac from the 49ers. What was his name?
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. I said that was a year for them to win it last year and they didn't win it. This was a year for Philly and for Detroit, but Detroit didn't make it. Philly did, and they finished the job and won the Super Bowl. So I think that's how it's gone. I don't think they win the NFC East though next year. We haven't had a repeat in like 10 to 15 years, a repeat NFC East champions. I think that happens again. So NFC, I'm gonna go Washington right now. I'm gonna go Washington gets over the hump. I really like Jaden Daniels, Kingsbury. I think that's a deadly combination. I don't want them to go, but that's where I would go just off the top of my head. And I'm going to go. I want to go Chiefs, but I'm going to go Ravens. I think the Ravens finally get over the hump. I think KC may have a bit of a letdown, Super Bowl letdown. And they may not. They may miss a year at the Super Bowl. They may be there in the AFC Championship against Baltimore, but I think Baltimore gets over the hump. I don't think Buffalo has enough right now. I think they got lucky to beat the Ravens. I think the Ravens, Derrick Henry in there another year. They're young receivers, and their defense got better throughout the year. So I think that they're going to take that another leap on the defensive side. So I got Baltimore or Washington right now.
Wow.
All right, let's go.
The DMV would be very, very happy if that were to come true.
Okay, yeah, they would. Hey, so Omar, you want to get into the NBA a little bit? Give us some hot topics there, and we'll all kind of go around the horn on it.
Well, the first topic that we really got to talk about was the most shocking and what has turned out to could be the worst trade in NBA history. I mean, if we're looking at the results so far, Luka Doncic was traded by Jake's favorite guy in the world, GM Nico Harrison. And he traded for Anthony Davis to create this all-defensive team. And I argue against Jake that they don't need more defense when they already have Derek Lively, when they already have Daniel Gafford, when they already have Kyrie Irving, so on and so forth. But no. They should go out and create the most awesome Avengers defensive squad of all time by going out and trading for a 32-year-old injured player who gets injured very, very often to pair with another injured player by trading away a 25-year-old basketball prodigy who is the face of your franchise, so much so your fans are having mock funerals outside after the trade was done. Then
that's a homer pick.
Then they get the whole Anthony Davis experience, y'all. They get the enigma that is Anthony Davis. He comes in, his debut. They're all hyped because what else are they going to do?
He had a good debut, though.
Either they're going to be crying over Luka or they're going to try to get hype over AD. So, okay, they're trying to get hype. AD has an amazing first half. after the first half, he has 26 points, like 14 rebounds, 6 assists. He's balling, right? Top tier Anthony Davis. But then we get the other side of the Anthony Davis enigma. And in the third quarter, he gets injured just like we knew would eventually happen. And now he's out 2 weeks at least, possibly more, pretty much effectively ruining their title chances for this season, because even when he does come back, it doesn't give them enough time to be ready for the playoffs.
They look okay without Luka. They look pretty good without Luka.
I mean, they're still not going to win the championship, but with just Kyrie, it's not going to happen.
Well, he'll be back too. It's still like 3 months.
But they don't. Yeah, but they need time to gel, and they're not going to have enough time to gel before the playoff starts.
Really? Wow.
Yes, I don't believe so. You need at least 2 months.
You got the All-Star weekend coming this weekend. That's 1 week. You got next week.
Look, all I'm saying is that
after that
this may turn out to be the worst trade in NBA history. Let me give you a little factoid about injuries here.
Okay.
Nico Harrison, I'm talking to you, buddy. Talking to you through your little.
But Luka's obese.
Oh, was he? Well, let me tell you how many.
That's what GB says.
I want you to take a guess. Let's take a little poll around the horn here. How many times do you say Anthony Davis was out for more than 10 games in his career? So he had to be out 10 games. How many times do you think that's happened in his career?
How many years has he been in?
10 now, I believe. 11, 12, something like that.
So how many times? He's
7 times. 7 times.
Boom! Right on the money, Canteen. Right on the money. 7 times. Dang. You know how many times Luka has?
4.
How many? 1?
1. One for y'all non-conditioning critics out there. I don't want to hear it. You don't trade a 25-year-old basketball prodigy for a 32-year-old injured guy who can't stay healthy. I don't care how good of a defensive player he is. When you have no other offense other than Kyrie, and now you don't even have AD. Stupid trade. Nico Harrison, I told you you're going to end up at La Quinta Inn. You better get ready to know how to fold some bed sheets.
Wow.
Dang.
And take Jake with you.
Well, hold on. I think they both benefited from the trade. I think Anthony Davis gets healthy, and I think they're in win now mode more than now. They have to win a championship within the next 2 years, or it does fall on their face.
Right. That's true.
But
I agree.
Do I believe Anthony Davis brings defense that Luka could never bring there, Omar? Absolutely.
Great.
At the same time, I also believe that now Luka's paired with the greatest player of all time, and now you get to learn, and he teaches you under his wing. And we've already seen what Luka's done with a Kyrie. Now we get to see him with LeBron. I mean, that's just 2.0. I mean, I love it. It's so beautiful to watch.
You lose all his defense, though. It was a lot of defense.
Well, sometimes you could score pretty big, and right now a lot of teams don't.
You don't get that much more points.
When Jackson Hayes is your starting center, you're going to have a problem in the playoffs.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you should know about it.
If you can score over 110 a game, I don't think you got to worry about defense. And they're looking that way.
No. Just last time when I said Luka scores, you don't need no defense. You got all on me.
Yeah, you did.
Absolutely.
Yep,
he didn't have LeBron next to him. And I think they'll right that wrong. And hey, wouldn't you love this, Omar? A Lakers-Celtics championship?
I mean, I would.
Now you're predicting them to be in the finals?
I would love to whoop you in the championship.
Man.
I would love to get revenge.
Yeah, I told y'all, guys. I told y'all.
You said they had. Wait. You said they had OKC's number. Now do they have that without the defense? The Lakers.
The Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers have the Lakers are not worried about anybody except Denver, because Denver creates the mismatch for having the center that nobody can cover with Nikola Jokic. But I will say this: the Lakers have a 2-year window as well, especially if Anthony Davis stays hurt. I will add this also. Everybody's only got 2 years. There's a boy in San Antonio that just got swiper no swiping, Mr. De'Aaron Fox. And boy, swiper no swiping, they're about to become a dynasty themselves. So you got 2 years. Whippy's about to enter his prime. Y'all better get it fast.
They're going to need more.
Celtics.
What about this?
Celtics got 5 years at least.
I'm interested in Jake's thoughts on this one, but go ahead, Canteen. Give us your thoughts on what Omar was saying.
I mean, for me, man, I think
hates on Dallas.
I don't know why.
I don't hate on Dallas at all.
Yeah, you do.
I I think the trade was crazy, man. I think
it's a stupid trade. Yeah, it's a stupid trade.
I think
But
it's
you,
stupid.
you,
And here's the thing,
Anthony
man.
Davis side of it. You think the Anthony Davis side was better? You said that.
I mean, you trade a guy like Luka. Luka's not in great shape. He's not conditioned. He's not where he needs to be as a great athlete. Now he will give you some decent numbers. Now his numbers last night weren't great numbers, but the Lakers still won. So I will give him the point that they won or what have you. But Anthony Davis is injury prone. So I mean, it's like a double-edged sword. I mean, it's to me it's a loss. It ain't a win-win.
A loss.
Well,
you like Anthony Davis side of it.
The one thing you can't say it's a loss about is that in the long run, the Lakers have a new face of their franchise for the next 10 years.
Yeah, the face of their franchise for the next decade.
Assuming they want to pay him. I mean, they still haven't signed him the super max. They got to sign him.
There's no way they're going to let him get out of there.
Who?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Lakers. Come on now.
Hey, so-
you think the Lakers are going to let them walk after doing that? No. They had the heist of the century right now. They better pay up.
Yeah.
Plus,
What
LeBron and his son are about to go both retire together and drive off into the sunset.
With a chip or two.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay, what about this though? He's talking about a chip. I want Jake's thoughts on this too. But how about you guys?
The only chip they gonna get is the ones you bring them from Frito-Lay, sucker.
No.
Canteen and Omar, you can talk about this. I want Jake's last thoughts on this, just because maybe I'll get his first thoughts, but you guys decide. What about the second coming of Michael Jordan? Jimmy Buckets going to Golden State. Are they now finals challengers to the finals because they got Jimmy Buckets? And according to Jake, he's the second coming.
I think this puts Golden State in a great position to win.
Absolutely.
I think that Jimmy Butler is right where he needs to be. He's no longer under a what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like, it's like Pat Riley's like a dictator. Like, it's like Pat Riley was
Hammer.
like what's the word I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for, guys? Pat Riley was like kind of holding like
dictatorship,
a tyrant, or he was like kind of holding him in like a position where he didn't need to be. And he wasn't happy there. He wasn't comfortable there. Okay, Golden State says, okay, we want you.
Okay.
I think he'll thrive and go there.
So do they have a chance for the finals now, in your opinion? At least the Western?
I think it's either now or never. Steph Curry ain't got no excuses now.
Okay.
They got all the right tools to win.
Okay.
To me.
Okay. Omar?
I agree. It's now or never, but I do think they have a really good chance. I think that Jimmy Butler was a perfect addition to their team. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think that that's really what they needed was another hard-nosed player that is not necessarily defensive like Draymond Green, but not offensive either.
And he's a playoff guy.
He's in the mix. He's in the middle. He's a mix of offense, defense, and he's playoff Jimmy. He fits perfectly there. I think he's going to boost them too. And they are one of my final sleeper teams.
So I'm gonna let you go, Jake. But Omar, are you just a little giddy because he's out of the East now? Is that what it is?
I don't.
Damn right. He's afraid of him. He knows better.
Jimmy Butler was too old to affect the Celtics, but he's not too old to affect the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
Wow. No, you seem a little too giddy. I think you're happy he's out of the East.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that,
that's competition.
Omar knows that the asterisk ring he just got last season, he's hoping that it will help him out again. We know about that. We know about that, Omar. Don't worry. Here's the other add-on as well.
The only asterisk we know about is that Mickey Mouse championship you holding on to. Son.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
As I said, it helps him. I do believe they're still one little piece away, though. I don't think they'll be able to go over the hump, only because I do think they need a third option. Who's their third option right now? Are we really going to say Draymond this late in this years?
I mean, but he does kind of run he's a defensive guy, and
he's never been their third option. But also Andrew Wiggins is gone. You know what I mean? They don't have Clay no more.
They got what's his name under the post?
They don't have Poole. They don't have any of these guys anymore. They don't have that third option that after Steph and Jimmy can't score.
What's the white boy's name? The white boy that be scoring all the
for who?
I know who you're talking about, but that's like a fifth option, man. Come on, what are we doing?
Oh, for the Warriors?
They got Jonathan Kuminga.
They're one away. They're one away, and I think right now they are in the right direction, though.
What position, Jake? What position are they away? What position do they need to fill?
They need another scorer. because Jimmy
they
Jimmy does get hot and cold. Here's the thing, Jimmy. I'll admit this: Jimmy gets hot and cold. He can get hot and cold scoring, but one thing Jimmy never forgets is his defense, and he can lock down anybody he needs to.
But what about Buddy Hield? They got a shooter out there now too, another shooter.
You tell me that compares to a prime Clay? I don't see that.
It doesn't, but he's better than what they had last year, right?
They need one more score. They need one more.
PW says that's not wrong or right. Warriors wanted Durant first. They pushed back to get
Durant's one of the biggest losers I've ever seen in my life. Guy's a straight trash.
Yeah, Durant did reject that. Yeah.
Yep. He didn't want to win. He just wants to stay where he wants to do and play basketball like a loser and not do anything. The Rudy Gay of this era. Congrats.
So who's your top two in the West right now then, Jake? With Jimmy Buckets over there.
Right now, I'm definitely saying it's Denver. It's going to be a fight between Denver and LA. Right now.
So you see that as a finals matchup?
That's a conference finals matchup.
That's what I'm saying. Conference finals.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Denver and LA will see each other when it counts most.
The OKC, Memphis, none of those are good.
Don't take them serious. Sorry.
Houston, none really. OKC, SGA's he's balling. Yeah,
I think LeBron can lock him down.
SGA.
Okay,
mid-range,
all right.
The mid-range master.
SGA,
right now,
who is 23 years old, 24 years old, and
he's gonna wear LeBron out. He's gonna wear out LeBron. LeBron don't play defense no more.
I think LeBron's going to play. Guys, there's something about whenever you know you got hope. And if y'all notice, ever since LeBron got that Luka trade, that boy is playing like a madman. I'm so proud of him.
Okay.
There's a difference playing knowing you ain't got no hope with bum-ass Anthony Davis. Boy, he got Luka. That boy is playing like he's 29 years old again.
You just said Dallas was going to win a championship because of Anthony Davis.
Because of the defense, and you need Kyrie. The thing is Anthony Davis is hurt right now. That's why I said they got 2-year window.
Oh, which is why I told you from the beginning.
No, don't do that. You are hating. If they get a chip next year, the year after, Omar, it's a win trade because I don't think they would have won one with Luka as the leader at all like that.
Okay. So what about the East, guys? We've been talking a lot about the West.
Well, they all want to talk about the East. We got the
do we believe
it's literally the Celtics and the NBA G League. Other than that, get out of here with that.
You don't believe in Cleveland yet? They got the best record.
Oh, man. No.
Now, what I always say, they're the 2010s Atlanta Hawks, bro.
Are you
I even
serious?
see the memes.
You don't believe in Cleveland at all? I mean, they're still balling. Nothing.
They're too small to go against the Celtics. They're too small.
Too small?
Yes, the Celtics have a length. They have length all over them. They're going to hold them. That's what I'm telling you.
Now you believe in Tatum?
No, I don't believe in them because I believe they'll lose to whoever comes out the West. No doubt in my mind.
So you think they can run through the East, but the West is the problem for them?
Yeah, the West. If they were in the West, they'd probably be the 5th best team right now. If they were in the West. And Omar knows that too. That's why he's screaming around. He was giddy up and celebrating when Jimmy left. Oh man, we ain't gotta see Jimmy no more. Yay! I know how Omar is.
I mean, Cleveland still got Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. Those are two big guys.
Bro, I'm telling you, they're not nothing scary. They're not nothing scary.
So it's a done deal. It's Boston and whoever comes out of the West. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, done Boston should make it no matter what because I don't believe in the Bucks.
Wow. You don't believe in the Knicks either?
No, I told you what the Knicks are, bro. They're Jalen Brunson and go home. That's it. Jalen Brunson or bust.
Well, they got Cat now. Cat's playing well.
Stop, man.
Yeah.
Stop.
Really?
How did Cat start being told that he was that good? Yeah, look at Omar. Look at Omar.
They got
acting asleep.
Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart.
Hey, you're naming a bunch of C players, bro.
Ananobi, Karl Anthony Towns.
Trash.
Cameron
bunch
Payne.
Of bums.
Really? Wow. No, you don't got no belief in nobody in the canteen? You don't like Cavs?
I'm telling you, the East is nothing dangerous out there, bro. Nothing.
What do you got? What do you got, Omar? I know you're asleep on this one. No one can.
You know why Omar's asleep? Because he knows how easy that East is right now. He knows how easy that East is. That's why he's laughing it up.
You woke me up. You woke me up from my slumber. I had such a horrible nightmare. I thought that it was 2015 all over again, and we might have been playing Jimmy Butler, the Heater, some other crazy team, but I woke up and it's 2025 and the Celtics are your NBA undisputed, reigning, defending champions of the world. And as Ric Flair, the greatest wrestler of all time, once astutely said, Jake, to be the man,
You gotta beat the man.
you gotta beat the man. And until then, Celtic number one. Let's
Wow.
That Mickey
go.
Mouse
What
ring.
about Josh Hart? He's a baller.
Bro,
Pretty player.
Yo, GB has been naming C+ players and telling me they're A-. Come on, man.
They're B+ players. So no, you don't think Lillard and Giannis can do anything?
They showed you that they got no defense. Lillard has no defense when it counts most. They're gonna pick on him the whole series.
I think Cleveland, New York are going to give Boston a run for their money.
I think Cleveland, New York. You know what's gonna be sad? Cleveland and New York are gonna kill each other, and the Celtics are gonna fly by one of them. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. All right. Let's go move on here real quick. NBA All-Star Weekend this weekend starts on Thursday or Friday. Is it Thursday or Friday? Friday. Give us your thoughts about NBA All-Star Weekend, your favorite. I kind of like the All-Star Celebrity Game. I think that one's fun because you get a lot of celebrities out there, and some of them are pretty good. Some of them are just funny. It's pretty cool. But what are your thoughts? Any thoughts on the upcoming NBA All-Star Weekend, Cam?
Nah, I'm just excited to see what the dunk contest, 3-point shootout dunk contest. I'm actually excited to see what this. I think it's like the five-man team where they divided up, where they got the different 5-man teams that are going to play each other, whatever. It's not like you have like a whole squad, the East versus the West.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have
They kind of like
Shaq, Kenny, Chuck.
Kenny's Young Stars versus Chuck's Global Stars.
Yeah.
Shaq's OGs versus Kansas Rising. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a winner of game 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? They're gonna. Is it like a tournament kind of?
They're trying everything and anything, guys. It's just embarrassing. It's not what it was.
To try to keep people's attention, man. That's what it is now.
All right, let me just clear this up for the audience. Everybody. There were 24 All-Stars, 8 Rising Stars. They will be divided into 4 teams of 8. Team Kenny, Team Chuck, Team Shaq. As was mentioned by Flo, Kenny drafted a bunch of youngsters led by Ant-Man and Jalen Brunson. Shaq drafted a bunch of OGs, including pairing up LeBron and AD again, grabbing KD, grabbing Harden, grabbing Steph, grabbing JT and JB. And Chuck went with who I think has the best team, a mix of young gunners and some veterans, Giannis, Jokic, Damian Lillard. I forget who else he has, but he has a bunch of other good players. So I think personally, Chuck probably has the best team. They will compete in a tournament.
So it's 4 teams.
4 teams, 2 games.
Single elimination.
Single elimination.
And it's all done on that one night, or is it like
on that one
really?
Night.
So is it just like a 1 quarter, or how they playing?
It's the 40. So they're using the
like 21, like when you play 21 out in the ballpark?
No, they have what's called the Elam score.
Okay.
They've been using the score for a long time, not only in other sports, not necessarily the NBA, obviously, but other basketball leagues. So for the Elam score, basically they set a score, and whoever gets to that score first is the winner. Now the only difference here is the
you have
Elam
to win by
score,
2 though.
Yes.
Okay.
The only difference here is the Elam score is usually set at the 4th quarter based on the deficit. Here, though, they're just going straight to 40. So whatever team gets to 40 first, and then
okay. And is the championship going to be the same way, or will it be a full game?
Nope, same way.
Okay. Your thoughts on this weekend, Jake? All-Star?
Slap in the face, guys. It's a slap in the face. I'm not happy about it at all. Look, this is how I know they had an issue. They invited Caitlin Clark, a WNBA player, to shoot their 3-point contest. That tells me that they don't have a star right now. That was the most embarrassing thing I ever heard. Never have they ever done that before, man. Come on, man. Do what you got to do. Make the league better. skip on this crap already. It's a slap in the face, man.
Right. I think Flo might have dropped off, man. But for me, for the whole All-Star weekend, man, I think it's like, to me, it's a joke, man. I think they've taken away the players. They don't have much pride. They don't take much interest in really enjoying the events and different things like that. So I think it's mostly fun and enjoyment, but they don't put on for the fans, for people
just
like
shooting
us
threes the whole time. They're shooting threes from half court.
Right. They're not driving in the paint. They're not drop step. They're not doing what we are used to as far as the norm when it comes to basketball. So for us, it's like we're just wasting time watching it on Sunday night or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, I think it's soft or whatever. But hey, like I said, I just want to see what the 3-point contest look like, and I want to see, is there anybody that can really dunk, man? You don't have any Dominique Wilkins anymore. You don't have guys that go out there and really dunk the basketball anymore, guys.
You don't get the big name players in the dunk contest and that kind of stuff.
Right. You don't.
That's the problem.
You don't.
Yeah. Omar, you're a solutions guy. You have any solutions to fix All-Star Weekend? I know you had some thoughts on the Pro Bowl and that kind of stuff. Any thoughts on revamping it somehow?
The only way to fix the NBA All-Star game, and you can't fix NBA All-Star Weekend. NBA All-Star Weekend is shot at this point. Unless you get some kind of stars, like Jake was talking about. You need stars to stare. You need Steph Curry and Damian Lillard in your 3-point contest. You need, LeBron James and SGA and Ant-Man in your dunk contest, right? You need stars. And if you don't have that, then no one's going to pay attention. And when you have these bums out here.
Do you subscribe to Stephen A. Smith's theory that LeBron James ruined the dunk contest by never participating even once in it? He gave All Stars an out, saying, "Hey, if he doesn't do it, why should I do it?"
No, not necessarily, because I think that would have happened anyways with the way we've gone with injuries in sports and things like that.
LeBron does it when he's young.
Okay, so what? So what? He does it one time.
Kobe did it.
Okay, so he does it one time.
It's just another hate on LeBron.
Another player down the line decides they don't want to do it.
But I'm just saying, he every year he would promise he's going to be in it, and he never did it. He just kept promising and making empty promises.
LeBron admitted himself that he was a game player dunker.
Yeah, he didn't want to lose.
No. He's a game player dunker. He's not a dunker.
Yeah, but I mean, he should have just done it. I mean, who cares?
Would it have been?
I think I tend to agree with Stephen A. Smith now. I think he ruined it.
Another reason to hate on LeBron.
Him not participating, I think he ruined it, and giving other stars, an out. Hey, I mean, LeBron never did it. Why should I do it?
Would he have kept it alive? Maybe a couple more years, maybe, but I think eventually it would have died out anyways. The only thing you can do at this point is give millions of dollars to the winning team, and so that they play hard enough. That's all you can do.
Okay. All right. Any final thoughts on the All-Star Weekend?
I'm good, bro.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up, guys. Any final thoughts for anything coming up? Anything?
Hey.
I think next week we should bring up the whole. We just found out A-Rod's probably not staying with the Jets.
Oh yeah.
We'll get all into that later.
Kellen Moore got hired by the New Orleans Saints. We forgot that too, man.
Hey, also, Precious Russell Wilson is on the move again.
Yeah.
Guess he wasn't so well in Pittsburgh after all.
The future Hall of Famer.
I don't know about that.
Future Hall of Famer. Who's 2 Super Bowls?
He got one.
But he
Ball and Buds.
Yep, Ball and Buds. Go check out Ball and Buds over there at he's on YouTube as well. I don't know. Is your Facebook up? He's on tour.
Nope, just YouTube. Just go to YouTube. That's all that matters. YouTube.
And go check out Jake down there at
Final Say Pod. Let's get it going.
Check it out. All right.
Total evisceration.
Oh yeah, we got that too.
Let me find this outro. We'll get out of here, guys. Appreciate you. Got this. Go find us at the Bottom Line Sports. The Bottom Line Sports.